Hi Virgo, and welcome to your September tarot reading with me, Paula B Energy. So glad that you're here. We are going to do a quick prayer and just call in our angels, guides, ascended masters, and guardians of the highest consciousness for our greatest good, and ask the messages be clear and concise and for the highest good of all parties. So mote it be. Thanks. Okay, so your very first message is from an oracle card. It says, "Patience, please. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first." These are messages from the fairies. So the first message you have, Virgo, is patience. Your second message is retreat. Spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in nature's sweet scents. Okay, so I take this to mean that you need to slow down in the mornings a little bit and just really embrace nature and enjoy what nature has to bring as well. So, two really great messages. Now, as always, I like to structure. I like to structure the reading with past, present, and future energies, then discuss some of the challenges you might face this month, as well as the blessings, and then we have an oracle card at the end, so make sure you stay for that. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is your very first card in your past energy. Now keep in mind you might still be in this energy. These next three cards are going to be anything in the last 6 weeks. So Queen of Pentacles, this is definitely Earth Mother energy. This is the energy of manifestation. It's Earth energy because it's Pentacles, so you may have been experiencing some building up of your resources, or at least being able to use them wisely, like that. All right. I think it's use them wisely because your very next card is Seven of Swords. Now, swords is air energy, has to do with communication and the way that we think. In the upright position, I read this card as he's being very strategic. He didn't take all the swords. He's left a couple behind. He's looking back to see, okay, is this what I need to be doing? Often readers read this card as theft or deceit, but I only read that when it comes out reversed, and it came up right for you. So it says to me that you've been strategic and perhaps are doing so right now. Then we have the Queen of Wands. Now you've got two queens here, so this shows that you're really in control of the feminine energy that's happening in your life. Wands is fire energy. It is the energy of action. It is the energy of passion. And it is also connection to spirit. As the queen, the feminine expression would be controlled, but still in a more inward type of expression of the energy. So Queen of Wands, she knows what she wants. She knows how to get it. She knows what actions that she needs to take to get the thing that she desires. So you are in this energy now, Virgo, and possibly over the last 6 weeks or so. Present energy, Knight of Cups. So we've got the most romantic night, and honestly, I'm going to say right now, for those of you looking for love, this is definitely love in this reading. There's several cards coming up that are going to have to do with love, and this is the first one. Here it is. Knight of Cups, he's the knight that's in love with being in love, and he's very good at the romantic gestures. So this is an energy of not only looking for love, but acquiring it. I like that. Cups, of course, is water energy and has to do with our emotions. The very next card you have, however, is the Tower card. And the Tower is a card of unexpected events or upheavals. Could be also unexpected epiphanies. So when the Tower card comes into our life, it means that something is kind of shaking us up a little bit, which is definitely what has happened here. We see lightning, we see fire, we see somebody falling. We don't know if he jumped or if he fell, but in any event, it's something that hits you like a bolt out of the blue. And it might just be a realization. I'm gonna say it's probably a person. For those of you looking for love, your next card is the Two of Cups. Now, Cups energy is, of course, water energy. It's the energy of emotions. The Two of Cups is the card of partnership. It is the card of true love. But even if you are not looking for love, which is perfectly fine if you're not, then this is a card of oneness with spirit, or could be with a friend, or maybe a coworker, or maybe a partner of some kind, a business partner or whatever. Maybe it's just being one with yourself, your higher self, I mean. So when I'm talking about love, I don't just mean romantic love. I think that you're going to have some sort of bong moment, bing, bong, bang, where you suddenly realize that, oh, okay, this is what it is, and this is what I'm looking for. And you realize it, and it really changes everything. Like a bolt out of the blue, right? Okay. Not getting any other messages on that so far, but I might. I can feel there's something there. Your future energy, the energy that's coming towards you, is very interesting, because the very first card that you have is the Justice card. So we see the scales of justice. This is the card of Libra, which is the card of balance. In our modern society, when we talk about getting justice, what we really mean is for whatever has happened, that there be someone who takes responsibility for it, right? That they take responsibility for the actions, and that it feels as if people are not getting away with something, right? So personal responsibility is the order of the day with the Justice card. It's a card of balance, of course. We have the scales of justice, right? And so this is definitely a card of being balanced. It can mean, for those of you, if you got legal things going on, it can mean that you're going to be getting some justice this month, or very, very soon. But typically, this card has a more deeper meaning of taking personal responsibility. I'm going to say that it's often where we take personal responsibility for our own actions. We make a decision, we take an action, and we accept whatever the consequences of the action are. All right, your next card is the Two of Swords. Now, swords is air energy. It has to do with our mind, our mental processes, also our communications. And if you notice, her eyes are covered up, so she can't see the two swords. In tarot, this particular card indicates each sword is like a different thought or a different way of thinking, or perhaps two different communications. But in any event, she's not able to see them. Often this card is an indication of where we are not willing to look at something. Now, we've got two cards, they came out like this, so one above the other. So what we've got is actually two cards where the person is blindfolded. They're not willing to see. So I really am getting a super strong message here, Virgo, of you haven't been willing, able, blah, blah, blah. That wants to come out really fast, doesn't it? Okay. You haven't been willing or able to take a look at a couple of areas in your life that really deserve more scrutiny. Your fear is holding you back from looking at them. And if you can take the blindfold off and really see those things, then you get clarity. You get clarity of thought, and then you get clarity of communication. And when you can do that, then you will be able to bring in the abundance that you're wanting. Yes, there's love in this reading for you, and there's more coming up. But I think the thing that's holding you back from receiving that love is being unable to look at some things. Okay, your third card in your future energy is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles, here we got Pentacles. This is Earth energy for you, Virgo, an Earth sign. And the King, he is the masculine expression of the energy of Pentacles. So what does he do? That means that he is able to not only manifest, but he's able to use his resources wisely. He has plenty. He's not worried about not having. He's not existing in a state of lack, right? He is not focused on that at all. Look at this guy. He is like completely relaxed. Yeah, here I'm just chilling on my throne. He doesn't even, He doesn't even look particularly kingly, or really. I mean, if you took away the crown and the robe, like, he'd just be like some dude hanging out here. So he's relaxed about it, right? I'm gonna say, because that popped into my head, I really think that relaxing a little bit, and that's going to tie back to patience with your very first oracle card. I really think that being able to relax a little bit and just realize, I just need to expect the abundance to come. I'm worrying about it so much that I'm pushing it away from me. All right, that feels good for you, Virgo. All right, now what are your challenges for the month? And keep in mind, because we're in the middle of the month, I apologize. Some of these may have already occurred. Your very first card is Page of Wands. Now, pages are the energy of new beginnings, and wands is fire energy. The Page of Wands is action, right? Sometimes maybe even action, just jumping into something. So your challenge this month, I think, is don't just jump into something before you've had some time to really think about it, to really look at those things you're not willing to see, and to be able to take the right action. Also, I'm going to say connection to the divine, to your higher self, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be really important for you this month, particularly with the eclipse in your sign that we have coming up on the 21st. Okay, Queen of Cups is your next challenge card. How the heck can this beautiful, serene card be a challenge? Well, Cups energy is emotion, and the energy of water. The Queen is the internal feminine expression of that energy. She's able to feel things deeply. She's very compassionate and loving, and she knows how to show that love to others. She first shows love to herself. So Virgo, I'm going to say that as a sign, you sometimes have a difficulty doing that, showing love to yourself. You are great at seeing how other people can improve and benefit, and you want to improve and benefit yourself, but you're very harsh on yourself. So your challenge this month is to show more compassion and love to yourself. All right, your third challenge card is Six of Swords. Again, mental energy, that energy of thought, the mind, and communication with the swords. Sixes are generally victory type cards. So what we see here is someone who, she's got all those swords with her. She's got her baggage, right? But she's still moving forward. Now you received this card sideways. So I'm going to say your challenge this month, Virgo, is that you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You feel like you're rowing and rowing and rowing and the boat ain't moving. And that is very frustrating for you. Patience, I'm sorry, sometimes that word really sucks. But I think that is going to be one of your challenges this month. Not to get frustrated with your lack of forward movement, or what it feels like is a lack. All right, let's move on to the blessings. What are the blessings? Okay, so 8 of Wands, more fire energy, energy of action, the energy of spirit, right? Connection to the divine. And all of those 8 wands are all going to the same target. So can that happen if you have a couple of things that you're trying to do and you're focused in more than one direction? The answer to that is no, it can't. So it's time to get your ducks in a row, Virgo. It is time to make sure that all of your actions are going to the goal so that you can attain it. You'll be able to do that this month because you're brave and courageous, and you're going to look at those things that have been difficult. Now, I promised you more love in this reading, and bam, here it is. You've got the Lover's card. I love this. This particular deck has one of the most beautiful Lover's card ever. Just, and especially with that light that's coming down on them. I don't know. And they both each look amazing. You know, he's very masculine. She's very feminine. I just like the whole thing. Okay, so the Lover's card is here. So love is coming for you. This is also the card of choice. Don't forget that the Lover's card has 2 meanings. In the original depiction, it showed a man and a woman in the front and another woman behind. So it is a choice that has to be made. That Lover's card is in the same row as the 2 of Swords. So you do have a choice before you this month, Virgo. I personally think the choice is, are you going to stay where you're at, or are you going to move forward? Are you going to allow yourself to be stuck? Are you going to show some compassion for yourself, or are you just going to, keep being really tough and expecting yourself to be perfect all the time? Your third card in your blessings row is King of Wands. Some of you, when I say love is coming, what I really mean is it's going to be a fun, loving time. We'll put it that way. King of Wands, he knows what he wants. He's very good at getting it. He is the king of desire, right? The masculine expression of fire, taking action. And I think that's going to be a nice blessing for everybody. Being able to take action, being able to move and shake. Okay, your energy underlying the entire reading, which is the card at the bottom of the deck, you had Page of Swords. And I found this to be really interesting because pages are always the energy of new beginnings. They often are messengers, and the Page of Swords is always a message or a communication because it's the sword, right? It's often a message of truth. Can be learning as well. And I do think for you, Virgo, it is going to be a time of learning. I think that you're learning things about yourself that you didn't know. I also think that you're learning which way to go. So a lot of really great stuff with this particular type of energy. I like it. All right, I promised you an oracle card at the very end. So here it's coming up. It is from the Oracle of the Dragon Fae. And so each one of these cards is a Dragon Fae. So you received the Time Guardian. And the message is, you have time. So the Dragon Fae Lord is a keeper of time. He arranges and rearranges its weavings and natural laws, dedicating portions to individuals that can expand and contract according to the will, the beliefs, and the measure of the heart of each being working with time. The great lesson is this: if we work with time, rather than trying to compartmentalize, control, and define it, if we return to the lunar and solar and astronomical ways, if we celebrate the time changes apparent in nature all around us with the wheel of the year, then the time span we have will be richer and more joyful. Our vocations will be discovered, and we will no longer struggle to cram so much into our days. Because changing perceptions is such a mammoth task, the Time Guardian is sometimes very tired, as the prevailing human mindset now is of time needing to be constrained and watched. He encourages us all to experience the natural flow of the energy we call time and experience its multidimensionality. There is one simple way to work with him. Be in the present moment more often. Okay. What an amazing message, Virgo. Be in the present moment. What is that? Oh, that's patience. Yeah, it's all tying together. I so love it. Love all these messages for you. I hope you do as well. Please do all the YouTube clicking and blah, 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 all that stuff so we can get the message out to more people. Thank you for being here with me, and I hope you'll join me next month. Have a wonderful month. Many blessings. Bye.